So if you can probably tell throughout the years of this channel, I'm kind of a sucker for nostalgia. Super Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation 1, OG Xbox, the freaking classics, man. But you know what made it awesome growing up as a kid back then? Seeing your favorite game on a TV commercial. I remember seeing some of the funniest stuff on TV when it came to video games, and God, do I miss it. Because you just don't see commercials like those anymore. Now all you see is really crappy phone games that lie and scam you. Oh, this looks tough. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's this one. Oh, yeah, I killed the cat thing. Yeah, okay. Oh, no, God, no! For some reason though, especially back in the day, PC games never got any sort of love in terms of memorable TV commercials, except for some that are probably going to be obvious based on this video title. Obviously, we are going to be talking about some MMORPG TV commercials, specifically World of Warcraft in this video. I don't think I have to explain that World of Warcraft was an absolute fucking juggernaut back in the mid-2000s after its release. Everyone played World of Warcraft, and I mean everyone. So naturally, as most things do when they get popular, you start seeing it everywhere, and that meant seeing it on TV. We are going to be talking about the World of Warcraft TV ads that came out in the mid-2000s, and have a bit of fun joking about them and generally reminiscing. So let's get to it. First up on the list is the man who's been grinding on bats since 1979, Ozzy Osbourne. The commercial begins with Ozzy just introducing himself as the Crown Prince of Darkness.
I'm Ozzy Osbourne, and I'm the Prince of Darkness.
Look, Ozzy, you can't just go around claiming you're the Prince of Darkness, especially when the Lich King wants to beat your ass for that title.
There can be only one Prince of Darkness.
The Lich King was such a perfect, iconic character to have in this commercial for Ozzy to be compared to. It's freaking ridiculous, but I love it. So I think for some reason Ozzy screams his wife's name here, Sharon. Not sure why, but it is probably because he was drunk on set and wanted Sharon to get him another beer.
Who's the beer thief? You're the beer thief.
Bruh. The commercial was pretty banger though, because not only does it have Ozzy in it, but it does play about 5 seconds of Crazy Train.
The Lich King is the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy.
Well, maybe you're the one who's been riding a crazy train, but I've been the Prince of Darkness since 1979.
You know, the more I think about it, I'm sure this video is going to just get copyright struck just because of that 2 seconds of Crazy Train. God dang it. Oh well, on to the next commercial. First things first, rest in peace, Vern Troy. You were absolutely a nerd just like the rest of us. It's bittersweet to watch this commercial knowing you are gone, but you are definitely living on in the hearts of the WoW community.
My name is Vern Troy. I live in Hollywood, California, and I'm a mage.
Is it ironically funny to anyone else that Vern would be playing a gnome in his commercial? Dude is absolute gold.
I'm master of the arcane.
You're a wizard, Harry.
There are 9 million players in the World of Warcraft. It's huge, like my mage.
I think when I first watched this, I half expected a dick joke here.
I don't know, sir, but it looks like a giant dick.
I'm Vern Troy, and I'm a mage. What's your game?
World of Warcraft, the #1 online game. Try it for free at warcraft.com.
So yeah, the common tagline that eventually became part of these commercials was the "What's your game?" slogan.
What's your game?
Vern Troy was a perfect choice to do a commercial like this because he's a freaking nerd, and it's widely believed that he actually played the game compared to the other celebrities that did World of Warcraft commercials back in the day. Imagine how cool it would have been to actually play a raid with the Vern Troy. Like I said, rest in peace, dude.
In the Gamma Fallopian star system, Mr. Sulu, ahead warp 9.
Hello, I'm William Shatner, and I'm a shaman.
So I've never watched old school Star Trek, but they really should have had him lean into the whole Captain Stardate thing that became a joke over the years. Also, the fact that he is a shaman, which is my favorite class in World of Warcraft, easily means that I connect with this commercial the most.
I'm a conduit of the ancient forces of nature. You're no doubt wondering, hey, Shatner, how do I hurl bolts of lightning?
Death, destruction, disease, horror. That's what war is all about, Anon.
Magic missile! Magic missile!
Simple. Get World of Warcraft, dog. You can be anyone you want.
Why does he say dog? It's so out of place for that word to be there. It's like one of the writers of the commercial said, look, no one is going to know who William Shatner is, at least in the younger generation. Just stick some hip lingo in there for the kids to be able to connect with.
How do you do, fellow kids?
I'm William Shatner, and I'm a shaman. What's your game?
World of Warcraft, the #1 online game. Try it for free at warcraft.com.
As the commercials went on, they began to sprinkle in bigger and bigger milestones for the game, like WoW being the #1 online game to play. Obviously, these commercials were working, bringing in even more players who wanted to just give it a shot. I remember people at the lunch table in school used to talk about these commercials and how they either were already playing World of Warcraft or were going to give it a try. The game was truly at the height of its popularity during this time.
What's your game?
What's your game?
What's your game?
I'm Chuck Norris, and I approve this message.
Chuck Norris is a hunter.
You know, it's a shame they never did celebrity commercials like this for Mists of Pandaria, because having a commercial where they say Chuck Norris is a monk would have been hilarious.
But Chuck Norris does not hunt. Hunting would imply the possibility of failure. There are 10 million people in the World of Warcraft because Chuck Norris allows them to live.
Chuck Norris doesn't churn butter. He roundhouse kicks the cows, and the butter comes straight out. I'm Chuck Norris, and I approve this game.
World of Warcraft. Try it free at warcraft.com.
What's your game?
Chuck Norris being a badass was a pretty simple premise for a commercial. I think unfortunately though, it's one of the more forgettable commercials, but it works for what it's trying to do. Make a funny commercial that capitalizes on the Chuck Norris joke craze that was going on back then and get World of Warcraft advertisements. Also, it was now touting even more players were playing the game, saying 10 million players were active. And then after all, Chuck Norris approved the game as well.
I pity the fool.
The name is Mr. T. First name is Mr. Middle name is that period. Last name is T.
So I don't think I even have to explain this one. It easily became the most famous TV commercial for World of Warcraft, hands down. Mr. T himself had multiple variants of his own commercial, and even got an in-game item that was given out because the advertisement was such a success. Let's check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out! I'm Mr. T, and this is my Night Elf Mohawk.
Cut, T, there's no such thing as a Night Elf Mohawk.
Shut up, fool! Like I was saying, my Mohawk storms through mighty forests on his frost saber. My Mohawk...
T, it's a warrior, not a Mohawk.
Well, maybe Mr. T hacked the game and created a Mohawk class. Maybe Mr. T's pretty handy with computers. Had that occurred to you, Mr. Condescending Director? I'm Mr. T, and I'm a Night Elf Mohawk. What's your game?
World of Warcraft. Try it for free at warcraft.com.
So that's the first variation of Mr. T's commercials. Obviously, the comedic line from this TV spot was the fact that he called his character a Night Elf Mohawk.
Night Elf Mohawk.
Like, that is so incredibly random, but it became such a popular joke within the WoW community, basically becoming a meme before memes existed.
Mr. T has the greatest hair in the world. You can't deny it. It's been proven by science, fool.
Hell yeah, bro, flaunt that fucking Mohawk.
Now you can have the greatest hair in the World of Warcraft with the Mohawk grenade.
So, personal story, my girlfriend at the time of these commercials actually made me a Night Elf Mohawk grenade. Like, she went the full mile, got a toy grenade, spray painted it gold, added a little peacock feather. It was badass. Ended up breaking up with her the same year. Yeah. So, Mr. T...
Yeah, wherever I go, I'm making Warcraft look good. So don't give me no back talk. Try World of Warcraft free at warcraft.com.
Find a Night Elf Mohawk in-game and claim your Mohawk grenades.
Rated T for teen.
I'm Mr. T and I'm a Night Elf Mohawk. What's your game?
Yep, back then MMORPGs used to do cool stuff like this all the time. Like, it's silly and nonsensical, but it's fun to just have little toys like this to mess around with. The last commercial for Mr. T is very similar to the second one, but let's go ahead and show it.
Some smack-talking fool's been saying Mr. T can't change the World of Warcraft. He ain't no computer hacker. Well, answer me this, suckers. How do you explain the Mohawk grenade? Yeah, wherever I go, I'm making Warcraft look good. So don't give me no back talk. Try World of Warcraft free at Warcraft.com.
And it basically ends the same way as the second one. Nowadays, I would kill to see a stupid TV commercial like this for any MMORPG out there. Final Fantasy XIV ramen TV commercial, anyone? Anyone?
I can't believe you asked Ramona out after I specifically told you not to.
So in addition to celebrity nerdy crushes like Felicia Day, there's also the super funny Aubrey Plaza. Her dry humor played out for some great commercials, but as far as I've been able to find on the internet, apparently these never aired. I personally don't remember seeing these either, so it might be true. And in terms of history on these, there isn't much documented, so let's just watch.
So my boyfriend gives me World of Warcraft for my birthday.
I'd kill to have anyone give me a video game for my birthday. God, my life sucks.
And I'm like, I said diamonds. Then he starts telling me I can mine diamonds in the game. Whatever, I tried it anyway. One day he comes in and says, I think you like that game more than you like me. And I realized he was right. So I dumped him.
Pretty much how all my relationships go as well.
World of Warcraft. Try it for free at Warcraft.com.
Rated T for Team.
What's your game?
Pretty short and simple, right? With a bit of comedy sprinkled in there. So I discovered there was apparently 2 commercials shot with Aubrey Plaza while getting footage for this video. The second one is even better.
It's not easy being an orc. My friends used to make jokes like, orc, the other white meat, or put an orc in it. I told them I'd throw them into the depths of rage-fire chasms. They thought I was bluffing. I've never faked an orc chasm in my life.
Yeah, that's what they always tell you.
World of Warcraft. Try it for free at Warcraft.com.
Rated T for Team.
I'm Aubrey Plaza and I'm an orc. What's your game?
So apparently these might have aired around the time Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was released, but I honestly don't remember these at all. Either way, great commercials, and as far as I know, this and one other was the last of the celebrity ads World of Warcraft did, at least in America. So there is one more that we're gonna cover here.
Yes, you made me feel so fast, my soup was still warm when I got home.
By far the shortest of the commercials, clocking in at only 15 seconds or so. Steven Van Zandt did a commercial for World of Warcraft. He is better known as Silvio from the hit TV series The Sopranos, whom he portrays in the commercial.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Join 11 million players online as the hunt for the Lich King begins. World of Warcraft. Try it free at Warcraft.com.
Rated T for Team.
What's your game?
This one is pretty cool since apparently when this aired, the show was off the air for about a year, so he was probably pretty on board for portraying his character again, even if it was for just a silly commercial. Now, like I said, there are a couple of foreign commercials for World of Warcraft that are similar to the celebrity ones we got in America. Just to list them, there was one for Jean-Claude Van Damme in France. There was one for Willie Toledo, a pretty big Spanish actor.
Soy el protector de la luz sagrada. Soy Willie Toledo y soy un paladín. ¿Y tú? ¿A qué juegas?
Another French actor named
Alexandre Astier,
known for a pretty popular TV series named Camelot.
Oh, et vous barrez pas! Oh, hey, vous revenez ou je vous savate!
And then finally, in Germany, there was an ad featuring Smudo and Thomas D, 2 celebrities from a hip-hop group, which I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce, but apparently it translates to the Fantastic Four. This one has them fighting each other, showing off some sweet PvP.
Danke, du Kriegerdepp!
Gern geschehen.
Ich bin Smudo und ich bin Joker!
All right, in the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen, we only have a few more left to cover here that don't involve celebrities. And quick side note, since this video is more about nostalgic commercials, I don't plan to cover the Battle for Azeroth spots that came out during that expansion. Maybe we can talk about them in another video, but for now, let's get to the final 2.
Eating only Doritos or drinking only Mountain Dew,
yeah,
what would you pick?
Remember Mountain Dew Game Fuel? Remember how bad it used to kill your kidneys but make you a god in video games? Well, jumping on that craze after the massive success that Mountain Dew Game Fuel Halo had, the following Game Fuel series that Mountain Dew released was based on World of Warcraft, this time with 2 flavors to represent the 2 factions in the game. Whoever this actress is, she did an amazing job with her scary face. Whew. Man, that CGI looks rough. I wonder what a remake of this commercial would look like nowadays. I love how the dude in the background doesn't even react to anything that's going on here. He's like, yeah, this is fine. Horde was the citrus cherry flavor returning from the previous Halo Game Fuel campaign, and Wild Fruit was a new flavor representing the Alliance. It was a genius way to advertise both the sugary soda of Mountain Dew to gamers, as well as people who just might be interested in World of Warcraft. It's a head scratcher that they never did another one for World of Warcraft, but c'est la vie.
China, 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 China.
Now this one I included as a bit of a bonus because it doesn't really have much to do with World of Warcraft, but it's funny enough to include, so let's give it a look.
Hey, 越要惹火就越热嘛.
Look, Mom and Dad, there it is!
明白吗?
不要.
不要什么意思?
See what I mean? This commercial just kinda randomly has like World of Warcraft stuff in it.
不要就是不要。
Makes you want to drink Coke and play World of Warcraft, doesn't it? That's all I got for old school World of Warcraft commercials for now. I'm sure there is probably one or two I missed, but there is always next time. If you want to see me cover more old school TV ads for MMORPGs, let me know down in the comment section, or if you remember these commercials. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to support my content. Follow all my social media to keep in touch, and as always, I will see you in the next video.